Joining me now to talk about it, Citizens United President, former Trump campaign aide David Bossie. David, great to see you as always. Is that a message that do you think will resonate among African-American voters?
Well, I certainly hope so. Look, President Trump's record on these issues is stellar. There has been no better president for the African-American community than President Trump. You look at the record unemployment rates. You look at, for Hispanics and African-Americans and women. He has been a president for all Americans, and that's what he's going to be able to sell. And to be quite candid with you, Greg, that's the reason. What we're talking about here is the very reason that there is this witch hunt on impeachment, because they won't be able to beat him on his accomplishments, on his record as president.
Representative Al Green, is a bit of a crazy Democrat, actually, in a moment of uncommon clarity, admitted it when he said, well, we've got to remove him because we can't beat him. I mean, that's really what's going on here, isn't it?
It really is. This is a political act by Congress. There's nothing more or less to it than that. This is a witch hunt. This is what the president is calling it, because that's what it is. You look at what Adam Schiff and the others are doing. You look at what the whistleblower, this anonymous whistleblower, which does not deserve to be anonymous. He is a political actor participating in a conspiracy to try to overturn the 2016 election, and we need to make sure that the American people know who these people are, and all of them.
Well, but I get such a kick out of these people who are offering speculation and interpretations, their own personal impressions and understandings of a conversation they weren't even privy to. One of them in particular admitted he hadn't even read the transcript. This is ludicrous, isn't it?
And his source was the New York Times. So, look, I personally don't care about their feelings or their interpretations. They do not matter. The President of the United States, no matter who it is, gets to set our foreign policy. That's the way our country works. We may not agree with Barack Obama sending pallets full of cash to Iran, but he was able to do it. We didn't impeach him over it, although in hindsight it might have been a good idea. This is what they're doing. And you look at what these witnesses are going to be doing next week with the lies and innuendos. You look at Ambassador Yovanovitch, who was caught in a lie by Lee Zeldin. This person needs to be brought. We need to be on offense. This person needs to be named in a criminal referral to the Department of Justice for lying under oath. And we need to not hear from this ambassador next week, because her credibility is now in question. Yeah. So we need to be on. I'll be honest with you. James Carville, when I was doing this in the 1990s, James Carville and Begala and Stephanopoulos and the rest of them that were defending Bill Clinton were on offense every single day. They had a scorched earth policy. If you lifted your head up against Bill Clinton, you became a victim. And so we need to have that. This is a fight for the future of America.
Yeah, well, I think most Americans, a guy came up to me at a train station. He said, I pulled up the transcript online, and can you tell me what's wrong with it? And, Americans are pretty smart. I think eventually they'll sort of get around to reading the transcript and scratch their heads and say, so what's wrong with that? David Bossie, great to see you, as always. Thanks for being with us.